Hey everybody, how are you? What's happening with our local real estate market? Are all these dynamic headlines, trade wars, economic uncertainty, interest rates that are fluctuating? How are we holding up? That is the question I get asked all the time. So we're going to dive right in and answer those questions. We're going to talk specifically about these core towns. And if you have any questions on your specific town and you're watching this, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to go into yours. You can see from this chart, these great little arrows here are showing you that the median estimated value for all of these towns is up, 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 up. So we're still seeing significant estimated year-over-year growth with all of these towns. Active listings is going to be higher than it was perhaps the month before, but that's normal because we're still in our seasonal climb of inventory. The number I always want you to pay attention to, and if you follow me on this YouTube channel every month, I do the videos every month. I'm always going to be focused on this month of supply, and that is because it is the one single number that marries the demand and the inventory and puts it together and spits out sort of a barometer for us. And these are very low numbers, especially considering we are in what would be the height of our selling season. So very difficult to be a buyer in these markets. Very difficult to be a buyer in these markets, and much more fun to be a seller in these markets. Okay, so this is what's going on with these towns, and now we're going to do a deep dive into the Tenafly market. All right, we're diving into Tenafly. This is a great chart, shows you very clearly that we are in a seller's market, a very strong seller's market over here with more, there's more month over month inventory, that little 6.596, and that's okay, you guys, because again, we're kind of in our cyclical climb of inventory. Last year we peaked in March with inventory. I think this year we're going to peak probably the tail end of April, maybe into May. Overall, we're still not sitting with a tremendous amount of inventory, and there is some inventory on the market that's simply just new construction that's not done yet, which throws off our median days in the, that a house sits on the market. Either way, our median sold price being a little bit lower than it was last month, again, doesn't faze me at all because we're still seeing numbers going up, up, up. March, April was a little wonky with what was going on with the economics, but people have seemed to have gotten over things, and obviously things seem to be turning around a little bit. So I think that whatever hesitation or sort of pause is sort of now a little bit over and people are jumped right back in. Okay, so the median estimated property value is absolutely the very big story for Tenafly with 20.7% median estimated property value. It's a 20.7% increase in the 12 months. I'm going to just move this to a year. It is a very big number. I am following that. I am following the listings coming to the market. I'm following whether buyer demand is waning, because it is curious to me how long we are going to be able to last like this. It is curious to me. So I am following this very, very closely. Okay, let's take a look at this. We have new listings. This just means like new homes that have come to the market, and you could see that these homes are coming to the market. The median list price is 2.2. We do have an unbelievable amount of luxury homes. I mean, it's a lot of, not unbelievable, it's just compared to where our inventory is, we have a lot of homes that are in the quote unquote like luxury numbers, and we have very little product in the opening price points. I mean, literally, forget even opening price point, we have very little product even just, under 3 million. There's just not a lot of homes, even under 2.5 million that are sitting. So that's going to make things really difficult for the buyers. Active listings, you could see here, the median list price is 2.224. Again, number of homes that came to the market, totally fine to have more homes coming to the market in April than in March. It makes complete sense. So don't think as a buyer or as a seller worried about where the market is, that because we have a big increase in active homes or homes that came to the market between March and April, that's signifying any sort of change, because we're not seeing that, you guys. We're seeing the median list price is a little bit down where it was, but again, that's just month over month. I'm not paying so much attention to that. Let's talk about the sold product. So again, 1050 in median sold price. Again, I'm not concerned about that because it's just month to month. And what is showing you what the big thing here is the 101.22. That is sold to list price. So how much a house is selling above its list price. When you see a house that is sitting for a while, most likely that house will get a price reduction before it sells, because on average you're seeing houses that are selling very, very close, if not to that list price, and that's what this number. The median days on the MLS, 15 days median. So obviously that's a super short time for a house to be on the market. So if you do start to see houses that are sitting for way longer than 15 days, most likely that house will take some sort of a price correction, come off the market, come back on the market, and it probably will then sell very close to its list price, right? Bigger picture and most important numbers to track for anybody who is loving to track the market like I do is always going to be the months of supply, because again, that is the only way really to sort of balance or measure what the demand is against how much inventory we have. And so what this number says, 2.34 months, basically is saying that if no other product came to the market, we would run out of homes to sell 2.34 months from now. And I'm going to just do this 1 year trend. So even though we're climbing, which is okay, we're supposed to climb when we're heading into like the height of the seasonal market, we are still looking at a 12-month. This is a negative 47.3. So up against last year, we are more demand, not enough homes to meet the demand. And yes, a lot of those needs are in like 2.5 million and under, which is a huge void for the market. It's just a huge void for the market. Overall though, you guys, it's exciting to be a seller in this market. I'm happy to deep dive into your house with you, offer you any suggestions you want, whether you're looking to sell today or maybe just make improvements for a time when you do want to sell. And my whole team is here to help. So I'm Stacy Esser with the Stacy Esser Group. Thank you so much for watching. Please just like and share. Give me any comments you want, and I will see you right here next month.